My name is Paul Geenen, and I will be your worship associate this morning. Our theme this month is stillness, and I want to start with my memories of an August morning in 2009. I had taken my coffee and gone outside to check our garden. It was early morning. The forecasted midnight rain had passed us by, and the parts of our garden that had not received attention from my 30-year-old cast aluminum tractor sprinkler were dry. Inside, our 11-year-old grandson was sleeping the deep morning sleep that active boys covet. His head was buried deep within his covers, and the loud chirping of the yellow finches did not penetrate his consciousness. The dry August air was an early indicator of the time when my grandson would return to Oshkosh to start fall football practice. You may recall that in 2009, that was a year of national crisis with failing banks and businesses, the economy in a free fall recession, and political divisions undergirded with racial bias. Family members and friends were struggling with employment and mental health issues. Reflected a national trend exemplified by lengthening lines at food pantries, homeless shelters at full capacity, and oversubscribed community health clinics for the uninsured. It was hard to feel optimistic about the future. Yet, in thinking back to the stillness of that August morning over 11 years ago, I remember the acute sense of awareness I had of nature's seasonal transitions, with the way reflection can reveal a comparable ebb and flow in our own lives. In the quiet, I was able to take notice of the garden's seasonal rhythms and find reassurance that hard times would pass, as they had before and would again. Almost 11 years later, our nation is in crisis again, at a level previously unimaginable. The worries of the past seem almost trivial by comparison, but they were not inconsequential. Some of our troubles were resolved, but others festered and continued to call out for justice. Our grandchildren, young adults now, have inherited a seemingly dystopic world of pandemic anxiety, economic injustice, and racial division. I do what I can to guide and encourage them as I try to model that justice works is never finished, but it is hard not to feel discouraged when victories seem small and rare. So once again, I look to nature to help me be still. I am sitting on a park bench on the water's edge at Lake Shore Park, a resting place on my morning bike ride. Facing the harbor's center gap, I admire the rippled and nickel sheen surface of the water. The familiarity of the scene is relaxing and reassuring. I have nothing to do here. I can just be still. I watch 8 American coots hug the shoreline, supporting each other. Their dark bodies, about the size of young chickens, are bobbing in the light wave action. Their yellow beaks provide a sharp contrast to their dark brownish-black bodies. Coots, I've read, are resilient and extraordinarily well adapted for their environment. I think to myself, this old coot got through the Great Recession, and I will get through the pandemic. There is a vaccine now, and maybe by next summer or fall, I will be able to visit my kids and grandkids, dine with friends, worship with others at church, and chat with folks at coffee hour. In the meantime, although work for justice never ends, I must remember that stillness is a gift that offers peace and perspective to those who embrace it.